Looking forward for this one. This is about the William Miller chart, and I changed my boards around, as you can see, and I put the chart here. I blew up this chart. This chart is actually in the back of your William Miller books. These William Miller books. This is the 41 Miller book. You can see that there. And in the back of them, usually we got them before. You would get it. There's a little sticky thing, and you would fold it out, and it would come out. So that chart I blew up as big as I could. So here it is, and I know you can't see it well, so you're gonna have to dial in or stop it and make it bigger. But I want to do an explanation on this because there's some real good stuff that will help you understand. You're going to be astounded. When I found this, I could not believe how amazing this is. The Lord keeps leading us. So as we walk in the truth, we keep finding gems, and this is a gem. So dear Lord, please bless us. Bless me as I study, as I do this work for your name's sake only. I pray that you bless the precious souls out there that are searching for truth, and I pray that you help all the ones that are stuck in things they need to overcome. Please help them start moving. We have to get moving. This is going to go, and you're going to pass us up if we don't get moving. Please help them if they're eating meat. Please help them if they're smoking or drinking or anything that they have, vices, any kind of thing that's going on behind the scenes. I pray for these precious souls to stop, to be convicted. I pray for your spirit to be upon them. Please bless this study. Help somebody be excited about it. I pray and thank you for it. It's amazing what you did through Mr. Miller, William Miller. Thank you so much. Please send your spirit. Guide us in this truth. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So, the first angel's message was a time message, and it was given on this chart. We can prove that. So, watch the other videos. If this is one of them that you haven't, only going right to this, please, everything else sets this up. And it's so important that you understand the first angel's message because William Miller gave it. So, on this chart, this is amazing. Down at the bottom here, we have a chronological chart. 1 through all the way 6,000 years. That's the very bottom. Okay, creation, and then we have another line up above that. This is AM, which means ANTE, meridian. The time before the meridian line has crossed the sun, or between midnight and 11:59 in the morning. That's what AM is on that. Okay, and then we have the birth of Christ is where we start AD, after Christ. Okay, so all these A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and L are over here. So you go through that and you find out what that is. There's 677 BC, it's right here. It says beginning of the 4 monarchies. That's when Manasseh was taken captive, carried to Babylon, and the 10 tribes ceased to be a nation. So Moses is 7 times. There's something on this chart that I want to share with you that is absolutely so amazing. I want to jump to this right away because when I saw this, this is another confirmation about 1843 and 1844. So please watch this. I'm going to set it out there first. Christ's birth, right here in E, you find that here. Birth of Christ, 4157. So that's a starting point, 4157. Christ. Okay? So we're going to use that in some of this here. So I want you to know. And then at the end, you have 6,000 years. And then you also have 1843. Because that's the same, and that's the same. Because that's AD, and that's just 6,000 years. So, when you subtract 6,000, 4157, you're obviously going to get, you know what you're going to get, 1843. Okay, so that's AD. So just give you an idea where you're going to use the 6,000 years, and we're going to go all the way. Now, I want to mention this. In the second one, B, AB 607 BC, we have the 49 Jubilees. So 4950s all the way to 1843. That's why they thought Christ was coming. So 49 times 50 is 2450. That's a time prophecy in your Present Truth articles, page 92. I believe it's 92. That's just, yes, 92. So there's your 2450. Okay. 2450. Your 2520. You got 1844 in there. You got 2300 days. You got 1843. It's all in these right here. Okay, so just take a look at that for a moment. That's on page 92. 98 on the website, angelicassistance.site. So all these time prophecies, they're in these books. But I want to share something with you. Watch this. When you take, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. You take the 6,000. Okay, now I want to mention this. Christ's birth to the flood was 50/50s. 50/50s. 2,500 years. So 49/50s from these Jubilees here was 49 Jubilees. Okay, so 49, and then we have 50. Now, when you take 6,000, which is this right here, and you take from creation to the flood 1656. 1656. When you subtract this, you are going to be amazed. There's no question on this. This is amazing. So you get 4344. 1844. 44 years from the flood, which when God ruined, he had to restart. This is where we are now. We are at the end, the very end of time. We're in this time out here. So 4344. How amazing is that? I wanted to share that with you. All right. Pretty neat. That's not a coincidence. God did it perfect. Nothing can be changed. This is why we don't change things when we think we have it. We have to wait and pray about it. Get in that closet and pray. Pray, pray, pray. Fast and pray if you can. Get away from doing things. Okay, so now we're going to just go over this. It's pretty neat. So you see all these 70, 150, 299, 158, 33, 475, 30, 761, 150, 391, and 3. All that adds up to 2520. 20. So we have the 2520, beginning of the four monarchies, which was 677. So this is 677 right here. 677. 677. And then we have the 49 Jubilees begin in 607. Okay? So we have here also from creation all the way here to 677 was 3,480. 3,480. So when you use that, 6,000 minus 3,480, obviously you get 2520. Okay? So we use Christ's birth, 4157, right there, over, which is 1843. So 2520 minus 1843 is obviously 1, 14, 12, 11, 10, 3, 8. Oh, obviously, excuse me, 8, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Doing this wrong. Excuse me for doing this. Okay, let me see. So, 12, 11, 10, 7, 11, 10, 9, 6, 7, 7. Yeah. 677 BC. That's how you get the 677. So they used the 6,000 minus the time period that they came from here too. It's amazing. Amazing when you start using these numbers. So you just keep using the 6,000 Just for instance, let's try another one. Let's go with 6,000 minus the 3550. 3550. From creation, 3,550 years was 607 BC. That was when Jehoiakim, that's in Daniel chapter 1. Okay? 0, 6, 5, 9, 10, 5, 4. What we have? 5, 2, 2450. So that's your Leviticus 25, 2450, 607. So how do I get to 607? You'd subtract 1843. So 4, 10, 3, 0, 6, what is that? Let's see, 4, 2, 1, 14, 8, 6. Is that right? No, that's not right. 2450, 1843, let's see, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I got that wrong somehow. Something's wrong there. Anyway, let's see, 2450. 2450. 2450. So we have 4157. That's how you do it. So you take the 4157 minus the 2450. 7, 0, 3, 11, 7, 3, 1, 7. I'm doing it wrong. Sorry for that. Hold on. 2450. Let's see if we got this right. So 0, 5, 4, 2. That's right. So we take 607. How do we get that now? We go minus 1843. Let's try it again. 5, 4, 10, 7, 0, 2, 1, 8, 9, 10, 607. That's right. I don't know what I did before, but I apologize. So sometimes it gets a little confusing. 607 BC. This is how they got it. So it's interesting. This part right here, this 2450, is not on this chart. So 677 is the 2300 days, the 457, which is the next one. So you have 1, 2. So this was 70 years in between. Then you have 150 from this, which is 3 jubilees. So 49, 50, 50, 50. We have, that was a jubilee too. So 457 is also a jubilee. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. So watch this. So we have 6,000 minus, we have, let's see, it's C, so it's 3,700. 3700. So we have 00, 5, 10, 3, 2300 days. That's the time prophecy. Okay, so that's your time prophecy. 2300 days. And then we have, to get 457, let's subtract 1843. See what happens. 1, 12, 9, 10, 3. That's wrong. Let's see. 10 minus 3, 7. 9, 8, 5. Obviously it's 4. 457. There it is. 457 BC. Okay, so there's your 457 BC. Right there. Now, that's your C. So over here it says, look, beginning of the 2300 days, Daniel's vision in the 8th chapter concerning the ram, he-goat, and the little horn. So there it is. 2300 days and your 457, 1843. Everything was 1843. Now we're going this way right now. So now we're still in BC. Okay? This is how they got these things. It's really interesting to know how we got this chart and how important it is. And also the other things that I'm sharing with you, the 4344. It's amazing. It's amazing. So the next one is the beginning of Daniel's 4th kingdom. That's what it says. So in the beginning of the 4th kingdom, we know that's here. So the beginning was right here, 158. So how did they get it? Let's try it here. 6,000. 6000. All right, so where is this? Let's see. E. So E, 4157. Let's try it. 4157. 6, 5, 10, 9, 9, 10, 3, 4, 8, 1. 1843. That's that right there. So this is this kingdom right here. 1843. That's how they got that. So that's Christ's birth, 4157. So this fourth kingdom is 158. So yeah. So this was here 299 years from 457. So if you take 457 minus 299 also, so you get 4, 3, 15, 14, 17. So that's 8, 5, and 1. 158. There it is. 158. So 299. So here. You can also do it that way. 158 BC, before Christ. That's the daily. Pagan Rome is called the daily. They started changing that. So that's 666 years plus the 30. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. So, just wanted you to see how we got these numbers. It's real interesting. Real interesting. So this is 158. Now we get into some other stuff. Now we go into AD. So let's see. We got 4157. So 4,157 years was when Jesus was born on this chart. Okay. So after that we've got 33 AD, which was really 34 AD. When we are finished with the added 6 months from I want to say spring to autumn. So that's that. So that's the ending of pagan Rome. We're going to do here is 508. Right here. 508. So that's 508. AD now. So BC to AD, we have to add these together. Right? That's how we got 666 years. So 158 plus 508 is 666 years. That's how long, that's where we get the number from. That's where William Miller got this. This is in the Miller books. If you want to see where they are, you'll go to your 41 Miller book to see the dates here, how long this lasted. And you'll go, let's see, 41 Miller book, page 45. And Mystical Babylon, 41 Miller book, page 45 as well. Yeah. All this is in there. All this is in there. Interesting. Okay. All right, so what about the rest of it? What about the 1299 and the 1449 and the 538? So we're going to go now. The next one is only 30 years in between. That's G. So that was 46, 65. I didn't do that, so let's do it. 6,000 minus 46, 65. So let's see, 5, 9, 9, 10, 5, 9 minus 6 is 3, 3, 1. So 1335 right here from this number. So we're going to go 1843 minus 1335. Let's see, let's go 3, 13, 8, 0, 8, 7, 6, 508. There's your 508. 508. There's the ending of pagan Rome. Okay. So now we have to get this one. 508 AD. That's how they got it. That's how they got it. From the chronological chart. That's how they got it. 6,000 years, and they used all these numbers too at the top, where 1656, where you get the 43, 44 from the flood. Amazing. Destruction's coming, and it's going to come suddenly. So we need to get moving. We really need to get moving on the things that we're involved with. There's no time left. There is no time left. He's holding the four winds until we get sealed. And if there's no possibility of us being sealed, he's going to pass us by. We need to be involved in this message. We need to be involved with getting away from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit. All of us. Okay? So 508 AD, 1335 years subtracted from the 1843. So as we get closer, this is what happens. We're going AD now. We're off, obviously, in AD. So this right here, this little line here is 538. 538 AD. Right here. Took 30 years to get set up from paganism to papacy. Paganism to papacy. So let's do this again. I like doing this. Pretty neat. Use the 6,000. Remember, it's the same as 1843. So we take the 6,000. Okay. Now we're going to go to the G, which is, if this is 4665 to F, this is 4965. 4965. So 6, 5, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 5, 3, 0. 5 minus 1, 0 is 35. That can't be right. So it's got to be 4665. Let's see. 4665. 46, 47. 46. I'm sorry. I did that wrong. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay. So it's 46,000 minus 4695. 4695. 5, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 5, 0, 3, 1005. Okay, and now we're going to do that again, 1843, because that's the same as 6,000. Okay, minus 1305. 4, 3, 13, 5, 10, 11, 3, that's 8, and then 3, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 538 AD. There's your number. That's how they got it. That's how William Miller got it. And they were all watching. Just think about it, being there, and he's showing everything line up. And they got the 43, 44. They didn't understand what the 44 was. They didn't know. They weren't keeping the Sabbath. Just think about being there and how captivated. And he was showing these numbers. And this is the end. This is going to be the 7th millennium here. There's no time after that. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Right? First disappointment. Think about that. Think about that. All right? Pretty interesting. All right, so that's that. Now let's get this going more. 606 is not a part of it. This 1299 is the first woe, or the 5th trumpet. So 1299. How did they get that? That is on the chart where it's H. So we go to H, G, E, F, G, H. So let's do the 5456. So we take the 6,000. 54, 56. So 6, 5, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 4, 4, 5, 44. So 544. So let's take 1843. I would say minus 544. So 8, 7, 14, 13, 13, 8, 8, 9. So yeah, we got 1299. 1299. That looks funny. So I just want to write that correctly so you see it better. 1299. 1299. Yep. So 4, 8, 12. That's 4, 8. Yep. 9, 9, and then 12. Yep. There's the 1. Yeah. That's it. AD. That's on the chart, right there. That's the first woe. Okay. Now, what's next? H. We went to H. Now we're going to I. I would be 5606. 6,000. Always use the 6,000. 5606. So 6, 5, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. 4, 9, 3, 394. So now we're going to take 1843 because it's the same as 6,000 and 394 and subtract it. So let's say 17, 13, so we got a 9, 17, 1499 AD. There it is. There's your number. There's the second woe. So 150 years or 7 months. Well, yeah, 5 months. I'm sorry, 5 months from here to here. That's in your Revelation 9, verse 3 to 13. There you go, 1499. Okay? 1499 AD. Just like that. Just like that. How amazing. How exact is God. God is amazing. Amazing. He wants us to be saved. We're trying to get people to be saved, to understand this message. Get this out. Get this out. So there's your 1449. Now, that was I. Now we're going to go to 1840. J. So here, 5997. We're still going to use it. 5997. So 6,000 minus 5997. Obviously, it's 3. Okay. 1843 minus 3. 1840. That's when the 7th trumpet began. That's the quickly. It's the quickly. Hopefully you watched the video on that. That's the quickly right there. All right. It's the quickly. Now, since we have that all taken care of, we can go the other way with other ways to do it. It's pretty neat. We're still going to use the 6,000. So the beginning was 3480. 3,480 was 677 BC. That's the 2520. So let's use 6,000 minus 3480. Okay? So 6, 5, 10, 9, 10. We don't need to do that. So 10, 2, 9 minus 4 is 5, 2, 5, 2, 0. Now you got the 2520. Now we're going to understand that. We know that. It's 2520. So now we're going to go from the 3480. We have these numbers here on top. And we're going to find out what these things are. This first one is from Judges to beginning of the temple. Okay? So that was 345 more years. But what we're going to use is 3480 plus, actually minus. We're going this way. We're going back towards creation now. Okay? 3480 minus the 345. 345. Which is 8, 7, 10, 5, 3, 1, 3. 3135. There's the number. Okay? So there's that number on your chart. AM. Remember, that's NTE meridium. That's what it means. So 3135 is the next one. So we're going to subtract the 108. Okay? 3, 2, 15, 7, 2, 0, 3. Yep, 3027. There it is. Okay, so end of the Judges. That's that, because it's the 108. So now we're going to do 473. 3027 minus the 473. 473. 4, 2, 9, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 9 minus 4, 5, and 2, 5, 5, 4. 2, 5, 5, 4. Right there. There it is. Exode to Canaan. Okay, so there it is. 2, 5, 5, 4. Now we're going to use the 470 minus 470. Okay, 4, 4, 15, 8. And then we have 4 minus 4 is 0. 2084. 2084. There it is. Exode begin. Okay, so now the last one, we're going to use the 428. So 2084, 2084 minus the 428. 428. Okay, 8, 7, 14. So 8, what is that? 6, 5, 16, 56. There it is. The 1656. I wanted you to see this. When I found this, I could not. I was so excited. I just, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So when you take that 1656 and you do the 6,000 again, I got to do it one more time. 1656. That's when the flood happened. That is when the flood happened from creation. From Christ's birth, it was 50/50s. That's why the Jubilees are so important. Christ is about to come. We have to get in this. Whoever's going to be the last saint sealed, that's it, it's done. The last saint sealed, it's over. It's over, and we miss heaven. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Drinking that beer? Or eating that piece of meat? Is it worth it? No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay in this truth. Cross of Christ. Cross of Christ. Follow it. Follow it. So here it is, that 1656. Okay, here the 1656. So 16. Let me redo that. I want it to be nice. 1656. So excited about this. I could not believe when I started doing these numbers. So look, 1656. Do it. 6, 5, 9, 9, 10, 4, 4, 3, 4. 43, 44. 1843. 1844. Right there. Right there. How amazing. So let's go over this. 677, 607, 457, 158, 508, 538. Now 3 things happened in 538. That was the 1260 years to 1798. This is called Mystical Babylon, from 538 to 1798. The church in the wilderness, 1260 years. Revelation 12, 6 through 14. Miller's Lecture, page 204. Also the 2 witnesses, which they've changed in the 1911. They took that out and put a French Revolution or something in there. I went over the book changes. It's on that. Papal Rome, blasphemous power, continued 42 months. Those 3 things. Yeah. So everything runs off the 508 in the Daniel 12, right here. Everything, kings reign until Christ reigns. So after papacy was taken captive, not the deadly wound, healed either, kings reign. And that's in your manuscript testimonies. Read page 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pages 1, 2, 3, and 4 on that. You'll find it in there. 45 years. The ending is the last 45 years added to the 1215 here. So when we do this middle section here with 677 minus 538, that's different. That's part of that prophecy. Minus 532 all the way down. That's out of it. Now we find 140, 205, 174, 696. That added is 1215. 1215. Keep doing it. You keep doing it, you're going to get it. 1215. 1215 plus the 45 is 1260. Now when you go to Daniel 12, Daniel chapter 12, it's amazing here. Daniel chapter 12. Daniel chapter 12. You get in verse 7, it says, "And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times and a half." That's 1260. That's this 1260 here. That's the scattering time. "And he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people. All these things shall be finished." Now that's different from Daniel 7 verse 25. This here, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until time and times in the dividing of time." Now, they made a mistake on this chart. This is a mistake. Down here in Daniel 7, if you notice this right here, Daniel 7:25, then you have Daniel 12:17. There's no 17, so it's obviously 7. So they knew the two different parts. So 1260 plus the 1215 plus the 45, and then 1260 of papacy reigning. Okay, so that's the explanation of the 2520 is all these different periods here. So you have the 70 plus the 150 to the 457, which was 3 jubilees, and then 457 to the 158 was 299 years, and then the 158 you had the 33, the 475, and the 30. When you add all that up, that's in between there. 158 BC to 508. That's this kingdom right here. Okay? 538, the 30 years that it took in between there. So, it is all, that's how it works. And then at the end, so there's the 45 at the end. It says, he said that it was the 10 kings reign again at the close of papacy, 45 years. Well, we know kings reign. They were wrong about that. So kings reign until Christ reigns. Amazing. So there's another part that you need to see about this. This 1290 and the 1335 go off of pagan Rome. The daily. Okay, so when you do this, 1290, we're talking about Daniel chapter 12:12 and Daniel chapter 12:11. So 1290, and we also have the 1335. Okay, so 1335 and the 1290. Then you got the 508 and you got the 508. They both go off of that too. So this brings you to 1843 and this brings you to 1798. Okay, both of those there. See? 1798. So that's another way to do it, because everything goes here off the daily. That's how they got that. Amazing. Truly amazing. The other way to do it is how they did it here. 1335 minus the 1290, and that's the 45, and that's the ending of the day. Daniel will stand up in his lot at the resurrection end of the days. Remember, they took out Lot in that page 75 of your 58 Great Controversy. Well, we will neither have nor part nor lot in the matter. Yeah, that's an intelligent religious experience. That's what that means. So Daniel's going to stand in his lot at the end of the days. 1843, 1844. It's amazing. Amazing. There's another one I want to share with you. Let me see the time on this. Okay, good. This is pretty neat how they got the daily. Hopefully I can do this. They used the 1200, the 2520, so they had the 2300 days. Okay, so this here was actually, from the beginning it was 457, and then they had up to, let's just do it this way, 27, and then we had Christ's death in 31 AD, and then we had 33, 34 AD when that was done. Okay, so this here, and we had this here. This is 483. This is 490 years at the end. Okay, and then we had 1810. It's really neat because this was 1843, 1844. Really 1844. So these were autumn autumn, 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 spring, spring. So that's why it's so important. Autumn. That's the beginning of the years, autumns. So this was spring when Jesus died on that cross. So important. That's why we have the full part of it, 1843 to 1844. That's why. That's why. Now, how did they get the 508? So they took the 1810. See if I can do this. I don't remember exactly the 1810, and they, let's see, 1810 minus the 33. I don't know if that's right. Try it. 7, 10, 7, 7, 1, 7. No, it can't be. I think there's a page in there. Let me see if I can get that quick enough. Let me see here. How they got that? Yeah. Hold on just a moment, please. So hopefully I can get this. If I can, I'm not going to do it, but I'll try to do it another time. Anyway, that's pretty neat how they got the 508. I wanted to see if we could get that, how they got the 508. That doesn't look like I'm going to get it, but we can try. We are going to try. Let's see here. I just want to do it quick enough so I'm not wasting time. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'll have to look at that and try to get it back to you another time. Anyway, that's the 1843 chart. Then we have all these things here. Pretty neat. So, yeah, we have Gog. That's another one. Battle of Gog and Magog, the 7 years. That's two of these. It's 2 of these here. We have the Ezekiel 39. We have the 7 times in that, and we also have it in Leviticus 26. So there's 2 of those. And then the 607, from the last Jubilee kept by the Jews to the end, 49 Jubilees, 2450. It's on there, right there. And this is the 70 weeks, the 457, plus the 299. This is Persia and Greece, years, 299. To that, okay. Down here too, 299, 299. So this is the 70 weeks to that cross right there. You see that? 4190. That's where that is. And then pagan Rome, 666 years. Okay? Miller's lecture, page 76, pagan Rome. This little mark here, it says kings. You can't really see this right too much, even though I blew it up so much. It's Revelation 17, verse 12, I believe it is. What it says there on top of there. And you got the 2 little circles. So those 2 little circles are right here. 10 kings reigned in the Roman world, 30 years between pagan and papal Rome. 1712. So you see? Revelation 17:12 right here. So that's the 30 years right here in between here. 508 right there, 538 right there. Okay? All right. So Leviticus 26:14 through, it says 46. People of God were to be punished under the Jewish and Christian dispensations. Okay, then we have the 1335. I showed you that before. And also the 1290. Both of those are in this part right here. They explain right there. 508, the taking away of the daily sacrifice, terminate 1798, from which period 45 years complete the 1335 years, when Daniel is to stand in his lot at the end of the days, the 1335, from taking away of daily 508, and the 45 from close to 12 of 1290 terminate 1843. So both of these, that 1843, 1843, very important. Then we have the 3 woes. This is in Revelation 8 verse 13. These three woes are explained here. Okay? It's actually ends, let's see, ending August 11th, 1840. 1840, the second woe. So, if you have questions, please call. Please call me. Please call me. So those are the three. Yeah, those are the three. So it says it right here, Miller's Lectures, page 115, fifth trumpet, 150 years. Okay, of the fifth trumpet. And then it says 391 years and 15 days, Revelation 9:15, sixth trumpet sounding. So here, at the end here, we have 45 from the 1798, all three of these. And then even fourth, and then here too, he has it. So, yeah, that's the 2300-day prophecy right here. There's two of them there. The 70 weeks and this other one. So, there's two of them. So we can do more. This is progressive. There might be more people that understand this better than me. I'm just explaining it. And it's easy once you keep going through the numbers. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it until you get it. Don't stop. This is the point of it all. Are you going to stop learning? Are you going to stop because other people have stopped? Are you going to follow them? Or what are you going to do? You have to keep learning and going. When you can't do something and you say you can't do it, you can't. When you say you can because God is with you. Jesus is right here. He'll teach you in a moment. You'll learn more than anybody has ever taught you in your life when you jump in. Jump in and do it. Jump in and do it. Trust in Him. Okay? So I just wanted to do that with people. Yeah. Let's go over this real fast. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. The league formed between the Romans and the Jews, beginning of Hosea's 2 days or 2,000 years. Hosea 6, 1 through 3. That's another time prophecy. That's the 2,000 years. That's on here. That's on E. The 2,000 years. Let's see where we can find that. Right here. First 1,000 years, 2,000 years. That's Hosea 6, 1 through 3. Okay? Beginning 158. Okay? Interesting. Birth of Christ, 4157. Really neat. Just like I said before, I want to say it again. 50 Jubilees was to the flood. So 49 Jubilees to here, it's 49. 49 50s. That's why they thought Christ is coming. He is. We are in the last. This is the final warning. Fear God and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment has come. That's the first angel's message. This is the repeat. This is proof. We're in the time of the end. 43, 44. That was it. Now we're in the watching, waiting time. And that last warning is going to be given to the world. But this is the message. This is the message. 150 years, 1299. We have that. We know the 508 and the 538, F and G and all that. Christ's birth was actually 31 AD, the crucifixion. That was the ending of the Jewish nation when Stephen was stoned, 34 AD. Okay? 1299, 1449, the second woe, sixth trumpet. It says it right on here. Fall of the Ottoman Empire, drying up of the river Euphrates, beginning of the seventh trumpet. Actually, it was 1844 is when it was sounding. This is called the Quickly in your Biblical Institute. Okay? 508 to 538 is right here. 10 kings reigned in the Roman world, 30 years between pagan and papal Rome. Revelation 17:12. And then 1798 to 1843, chapter 10, opening of the little book, 45 years to the end. So, that's that. All right. Pretty interesting. Just wanted to go over the Miller chart. So, yes, when you add all these up here, the 1656, the 428, the 470, the 473, and all this is 2520 here over, and then the rest of this adds up to 6,000. So, what happens when you subtract 6,000 minus 2520? We're going to find out. 10, you don't need that. So 0, 9, or 10 to 8, 4, 3, 3480. That's it. Right there. Yep. 4344. This is it. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go. This is proof. You prove it with the numbers. Numbers can't lie. You can't change the numbers. You got to wait. When you don't understand something, pray about it. God will give you the wisdom and knowledge to understand. Just patient. This doesn't come in a day. You can't learn this right now. You can stop it and look it over and all that stuff. It's going to take a little while. Learning this, going over it, learning it over and over and again. I'm learning these 1335 and 1290. I've gone over it so many times, and I still can't give you the 508 right now. I want to do it. I'm going to mess with that in a little bit. Anyway, may God bless you. It's amazing. Jesus is about to come. And it's going to go fast, very fast. When this loud cry, the third angel goes, it's going to go. We need to be ready. Let's get ready for this. Gracious Lord, there's no time left, only mercy from you. Thank you so much for the blessings that you give our families, us. Please help us all learn that there's no time left, only the time that you're holding the four winds back. Please bless these people as they learn this study about this precious truth, this right here, the chart. Oh, may you bless it. I pray that this goes. Thank you so much for William Miller's message and Sister White's message and all the people that were around it. Forgive us for our sins. Help us walk in your ways. Oh, precious Lord, thank you for such mercy and grace. Blessings from you. Oh, I thank you so much. May you be glorified and I be in the dust. Just thank you so much for allowing me to be in it. In Jesus' name, amen. May the Lord bless you.